Keen Natural and Exotic Meats, and I'm here to buy some buffalo. This is my favorite meat shop, and I buy my buffalo here because it's absolutely the best kind of meat to cook for me. So tell us a little bit about buffalo.
Buffalo is a free-range product. It's raised strictly on the range, therefore there's no feedlot fat put in, so they're very low in fat. No hormones, no growth hormones, no antibiotics, and the fact that they're not given any medication.
So if somebody wanted to come in and they were switching from their red meat diet of beef and they wanted to buy buffalo, like what should they know about buying buffalo?
Buffalo, it's very lean. There's 1/4 to 2/3 less fat. Very healthy. They do market it as the healthy red meat to eat. When you're cooking it, you have to know to cook it a little bit less because it will dry out because you don't have the fat that the beef has.
So today, I want to buy 4 pounds of buffalo meat.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Paul.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Welcome to another incredibly healthy meal plan. What we're going to be making is we're going to be making lasagna. This is a very fast lasagna. It's a tried and true recipe. I've made it many, many times because, hey, my husband loved lasagna. But the difference with this is we're using buffalo. And what makes buffalo such a great ingredient is that it's extremely low in fat. It's very high in iron, and it cooks a lot like hamburger. So it's hard to tell the difference. Your children won't know, but they'll be healthier, and they won't have the problems. There's a lot of problems associated to beef, especially with the injections, the hormone injections. So let's take a look at some of the ingredients we need to make this amazing buffalo lasagna. We're going to need buffalo, garlic, onions, mushrooms, olive oil. You're going to need some eggs, Parmesan cheese, oregano, and of course the whole wheat lasagna. So the first thing we need to start is we need a pound of buffalo. So I've got a pound of buffalo here, and I've got a hot pot, hot, just the perfect temperature, and I'm just going to start frying this up. And we're going to go ahead and add 1 entire onion. So it's already minced onion. Just drop it in. Now I love garlic, so I'm going to put in, nice to put in quite a bit because it tastes good. You're not going to be meeting anybody afterwards. You're just going to be watching TV, so use lots of garlic. With buffalo, the great thing is that when you cook with beef, you have to drain all the fat off because that tells you there's a lot of fat. But with buffalo, there is no fat, so you just fry it up, and because there's no fat, there's no draining, it makes it a lot easier. It's not as oily. You'll see that right away when you're cooking. You'll be like, hey, no oil. So if you have picky children and you're worried about them not liking the buffalo tastes a lot like beef, and I know that this could work for them because it tastes delicious. I'm going to add a few mushrooms. I like to add mushrooms to the sauce because we don't put so much cheese in. We put mushrooms in because mushrooms is a nice ingredient. And once we've got this fried up a bit, we're just going to add a little bit of our oregano in to give it that flavor that you want. All you're going to add to the 1 pound of buffalo and then all the sauteed vegetables is a can of spaghetti sauce. The thing you want to be careful with buffalo is you don't want to overcook it. So you don't want to cook it and let it simmer for a really long time. Beef, you can let simmer, it'll go tender. Buffalo, it doesn't. So the next step, we're going to combine our cheese, we're going to combine egg and some oregano, and we're going to be able to layer that. So let's just mix some cheese. So this is the cheese we're going to use to layer the lasagna. And of course, oregano. So you're going to take this and you're going to just drop an egg in it. Egg is going to help it all bind itself together. So you just mix it up and we're going to layer that. There we go. And so to layer it, it's just like a standard lasagna layering technique. I'm not cooking the lasagna noodles because the moisture from the sauce goes into the noodles and it saves a lot of time, and it's just exactly the same. It tastes exactly the same, so it saves the process. So what we're going to do is layer in the meat, and you can see we've got lots there. Once you put the meat in, you're going to put our mixture in, and then you layer with the uncooked lasagna noodles. Nobody will know this is buffalo. They'll think you're some kind of genius or something discovering all this stuff. And you put another layer on. And you can use any kind of cheese you want. I mean, I'm using soy. Soy is nice. Set set the oven at 375 degrees and you let it cook for about half an hour, 40 minutes. There we go. And through the miracle of television, we have our completed lasagna. And if you look, it's absolutely delicious. So now we're ready to serve the lasagna. So it's just the same as any other kind. You can see, cutting through it easily. Not a problem. And it's got a bit of a crispy top. That's nice. It's nice for lasagna to have a crispy top. I'm just going to pop out the center piece. Oh, yes. Look at that. There we go. And there's our delicious buffalo lasagna. And now you can garnish your buffalo lasagna, make it look a little pretty for your guests. And let's go ahead and try it. That's very good. Very nice. I think your family is going to love this dish.